Stop it. Stop it. Calm down. Stop it. Stop it. Calm down.
Make sure everybody talk a phone at work. No? That means on the head big. All talk a phone at work, you know it go. But until everybody else something tune in, big up to everybody who's on the Pillow Talk Live. You understand we're on YouTube, Facebook Live right now. You understand how the intern just fix up everybody the right way and the proper way. One big up to each and everybody that we say it's a Monday. It's all about Pillow Talk again on the there. If you log in, you don't know, says a bag of chattings that go on, but big up to everybody. It's all about Monday. Whatever go on the weekend, you know, no carry it over to this day. You understand? So
I think we on now.
yeah, them.
Check.
So make sure everybody talk a phone. Yeah.
Check.
I feel my voice kind of low. Let me turn it down myself. God, the man cuss and say thing. Wait, what?
Check.
What is what? You understand? Well, it's Veterans Day, so big up to all the veterans them out there who served in the U.S. Armed Forces or wherever. I know it start as them they call it something else back in the days, and them change it to Veterans Day to big up to all the veterans. You understand? So big up all the veterans. Big up yourself, King Kirk. You understand? Me dopes fighting at the he never fighting on the war, but you know, over he ain't fighting on the war, but same big him up same way. You understand? Anybody know any veterans?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I know quite a few people that's still active, so.
Okay, well, I'm to anybody fighting any war where you know?
Yeah, my cousin.
Cousin is United States
Yeah.
veteran? All right.
Yes.
See, you want to big him up there now?
Yes.
The film there?
Big up. Shaka. Yeah.
All right, see that.
Yeah. So to be a veteran, you have to have fought in a war?
No. I'm saying just served in the.
Oh, He yes. is
Yeah,
in the Navy.
yeah.
Yes, I know people. In the Navy. I still sound low.
Yeah, it's on low too. Yeah.
got like may I may I listen back on it kind of loud
Listen,
too, but maybe my talk a phone loud, so I'm gonna turn it down some more. All right. What start now? Chinny, let me hear.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
Alright, them sound
That
good
would be
now.
Yeah,
yeah,
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people voice is slower than some other people voice. Yeah, so you don't have to fighting on a war or nothing. But you know, it started from World War I when they signed the peace talk and say, yo, Germany, hold yourself, and the Americans, the Allied forces say, hold it. They made peace that day. And from that day, I think it was back in the 90s.
You remember that from history, or you looked that up?
Me look it up.
But didn't
Look
want
it
to
up.
ask you.
Me look it up.
Wow.
No, me look it up, man.
The way how you reciting that song fresh.
I know.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up, man. I said it's so way back in the 1990 where World War I ended with this, and from that day they call it Veterans Day. But it was called I think
Something else.
yeah,
Right.
Armistice
So-
Day, and then change it to Veterans Day.
Don't
Down
the
line.
kids normally have that day off? Like,
It's a federal holiday,
They used to.
right? They used to, right? So
but
that's
They
why I
used
was
to.
like, what
I don't
just
know what happened.
well, some schools were off. Not all
What?
schools.
Really?
Today?
Yes.
Yeah, I think South Florida. But I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I
Some
know my niece and nephew, they have school.
Yeah, so Orange County, you go to school.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, they go to school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Shout
I
out
said-
to everybody in the chat. We got Acid, we got Chris Rory, we got Nisha, Nick, Kia.
Big up Kia.
Shout
Divine.
out to Pandemonium. Who's Pandemonium again? That's what is his real name?
Why you want to tell people that?
No, shout out to they better keep the party them.
Yeah.
we know what you're talking about.
You know?
Well, real name.
Shout out to my honey Ira, Sony, and Yappy Don. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, early still, So
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
log in, see your friend, and talk to your friend and tell your friend to log
And
in.
share the
talk.
live, yes.
You understand? So, all right.
let
Shelly,
me go ahead.
where's something name now? So them know officially what is the name when you start talking and rambling for 5 minutes of power. Of power, because she's gonna talk a lot of powerful
Right,
things.
she
Yeah.
about it.
I'm not sure what to call it yet because you killed it today already.
No. You say you have a name.
The prop box.
So what wrong with that?
Okay.
Are you
Press 1 if you guys like the prop box.
all right? So the pressing
what are
one
we
on the
naming again?
name.
The prop box.
When Shelly talks for 5 minutes and give you some information,
Yes.
she come up with a name called the prop box. You can say me name too like it, but that's a fair thing.
So what would
She gonna be
if you
pulling
didn't
shit
like
out
it?
of the damn shit.
If you didn't like it, what did you counteract?
No,
it
me
with?
nah, me nah.
He didn't have a counter.
Me not gonna do
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
Listen,
He didn't have a
fair
counteract.
thing. Me just put my perspective on it, and that was it.
So Irv Gotti admitted that him and Ashanti have been sleeping together. Well, they haven't been sleeping together, but they slept together while they were, you know,
I mean, that doesn't surprise me.
in the group. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me either. But he really trashed her. Like, he was like, oh, yeah, hey, he had his wife, he had his family, then he had Ashanti sucking his penis.
Wow. Did
Yeah.
he really say that?
He said that on his, what's it called, the show? That reality show?
Love
What,
and hip
Love
hop.
and
No,
Hip
not
Hop?
Love and Hip Hop. Growing Up Hip Hop.
But see, that's the thing, though.
Yeah.
When it comes to, I mean, you have to know what you're doing in all things. But when it comes to a married man, like you can't just be. He gonna keep it on, on secret now, but he's not gonna always do that because he there's no respect there. He don't care.
Yeah.
If as a single woman, you may want to get your rocks off and you may think nothing of it, but like this whole trash talking, what he's doing to her now is almost like. How does she come back and say anything about that?
Yeah, I'm
You know what I
wondering
mean?
if
How
they're
do
just
you-
doing it, though, just to try to get, a hype.
You
Because
never
she's
know.
saying nothing. Like, he's talking about her like trash, and she's saying nothing.
Well, I mean, what can she really say? I had no
not
idea.
true. It's a
that she
lie.
was
It's a
married
lie. He's
and
lying.
whatever, and-
Oh, Lord.
but you don't know the backstory. He could have had
That's
videos
true.
and pictures.
That's
and all,
true. That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
That's
Probably
true.
got
You
all
gotta
that
pick your
stuff.
battles.
Text
Why would you
messages.
say it's a
he
lie
probably got-
if it was the truth? So just say the truth. Move on as fast as you can.
That's true.
You said, all right, you would say at one time that the less people chat about something, it just goes away, right?
That is true.
Then that.
That's true.
Give him 1 week of fame or something for my name, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So IG,
Yeah.
no more likes on IG starting next week.
What do you mean?
They're taking away the like option. Well, you can like it, but nobody's going to be able to see it but you.
You serious?
I'm dead
Really?
serious.
What?
Yep, I'm dead serious. Adam Mosseri, he is the head of Instagram. He has said it. Everybody has, all the stars how are talking about it.
Right,
That
because
don't
if
make
that's,
any
the,
sense,
if that's the case, you
though.
might as well take away the blue tick because how are you going to distinguish who's
Well,
who
you
from
can
what?
still see it. That person can still see it. They can still keep track, but they said it's going to stop bullying. It's going to stop.
Definitely.
It's going to stop you being
Being an
able
idiot.
to, yeah, being able to make personal money off of them. They want to be paid.
Oh, so no more IG models? How
No more of that. No more-
They're putting a lot of women out of business.
Oh,
but then you
Hold
can
on.
but the thing,
Are you trading? Done.
no, I'm not an
Shelly,
IG model.
done.
I'm not
an
an IG
TK,
model.
done.
I've already posted
Tia
that.
can't could never
regular
done.
chick that
Done.
posts pictures
Hold on,
and people
done.
just like it.
No, but
So,
Tia has a
I
million
just-
followers. I don't know what Tia's
Yeah,
gonna do.
there you go.
Listen, I use it to advertise things, but I'm not advertising other people's products and
Right.
trying to get them any sales.
You're
off of
advertising
anything
your
or
own.
whatever. Yeah, and I push people's stuff too, just off of the strength. So that's not gonna affect me.
They're taking a lot of people's money out of Instagram, people are paying people to
Yeah,
buy
people,
their
a lot of
likes.
people quit their jobs because they're making so much money off of Instagram. So
Oh wow.
They want to
They
start back where
yeah,
all I know.
start putting your
who did they
applications
work. I feel when it start. No, talk it. Let me have to read upon this.
Yeah, Cardi B.
Yeah.
Cardi B says they shouldn't take away the like button. They should take away being able to comment.
I would say I think that would have more of an impact.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that would have more of an impact because I get a lot of praise comments, but I get a lot of hate comments too.
Right.
And I think that would help a lot too. Sometimes I remove them, sometimes I don't. But you have other people that will be reading that type of stuff, and it may affect them more than it affects you. But words. People say words don't hurt, and they do. They may not hurt me, but they,
Yeah.
So I think that would make more of an impact. than
Take away the
taking away.
likes, then make everybody back to being even.
Back to being equal. That's
But,
what they say.
but you know what I'm
Whatever, it
saying?
keeps
Anyways,
everybody
we
equal.
do it for the love. Want to do it for the
Them
likes.
do it for the likes. All right.
Nicki Minaj says she's not posting next week, so she's got a lot of time on her hands. She's like, what am I gonna do with all the time I have?
She's not doing what?
Married
She's not
woman.
posting pictures since she's not gonna get the likes. Why bother to post? She
Hey,
says.
do something else. No, you have to come up with that. Don't you have to come up with some? Hey, people just post like that picture, and because they become somebody, then start get likes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So me not really post nothing really. Right? Flyers and them something. You understand? So But me gonna start.
But you can. The person that owns the Instagram can still see the likes.
Me gonna start.
So no, but listen.
Wait,
The person that
wait has shine. He gonna start
Yeah,
posting
but
Me gonna start posting.
picture.
Yes.
He could feel confidence.
confidence,
now.
yeah.
Even if he only see his one like, everybody else is gonna think.
yeah.
Hey, it show me how.
No, but listen, I found a way to go around it. You can still, the person that owns the Instagram can still see the likes, right?
Right.
So all you gotta do is screenshot your likes and then repost your
Oh my
screenshot
God,
of
that
the
is
likes.
so. Oh my
Petty.
God.
As
Yeah.
whack,
Nobody do that.
listen, as
please.
whack and petty as that sounds,
Nobody
watch
listens
how
to
much
her.
people
Right,
you
it's gonna
start
do it.
seeing.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they're
God.
gonna-
All right. Well, I know. All right. If them start do it, me go Photoshop some bumbucker like stuff me think there. So I wanna watch out. Think I like from nothing to something now.
Right.
Stop. Okay, yeah.
And that's it for the prop box talk today.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. We're gonna talk about the Clash. It's on November 27th.
Who's clashing this time?
Gold Stars is clashing.
I mean, I
Pink
got
Panther.
that part.
Gold Star. I don't to make sure you know all of that. Gold Stars clashing Pink Panther. Wednesday, November 27th at Unity Paradise.
Yes.
All right. So we don't know entertainment. It's gonna be full of entertainment from its start till it done.
And you haven't lost a Clash yet. Gold Star hasn't lost a Clash yet.
Right.
So undefeatable.
Undefeated.
All your clash been here in Orlando?
No, we clash
Other places.
in Florida. It would be in Florida still.
Okay.
So, Ting, but when you're clashing, what would you say you use more? More like 90s artists or 90s dubs, or more of like the top 20?
I'm gonna say we try use what we feel is I don't want to say the hottest, but the best of every year. So if in 90s, this artist was the best, or these artists were the best, we try use them artists.
Right.
We're not gonna stick with nobody. But at the end of the day, we have to push all music still. You understand? But I'm gonna say the hot song them. So from Olix new local.
Right.
You go hear somewhere. All type of people.
Are you gonna be there, Shelly Simone?
Absolutely.
Shelly's like
Absolutely.
Clash God.
That's right.
Clash God over there. So.
I remember when I went
Yes,
the
eh?
first time. Yeah, she was all up in front with the
Yeah, man.
phone, standing up the whole time. I was like,
I mean,
"Look at
because it's
Shelly
something different. It's not the
Simone."
same old party scene, especially with Jamaicans. They just get to the party and they're just everybody standing. You have an experience like a show.
Right.
It's something to watch. It's worth the money. You go out, you had a great time. You don't have to get dressed up. Nobody's flossing and popping bottles. I mean, of course
Yeah.
you want to pop. If you drink bottles, you drink, but you don't have to. It's like this, thing that when you go outside, you got to do. So it's fun to me.
Okay. Well, I'll be there. I'll lose some sleep for you, Tank.
How much Clash you forward to already?
One.
One?
Yeah.
Just uno.
Uno.
This is gonna be all right.
Yes.
One on one.
And it was good. It's really good.
One on. You ever see what that's what I word. One on one.
One on one.
Yeah.
You got this.
Yeah. No, I'm have it. So where's you have Shelly? You want to big them up or you want to do the run through?
Well, yeah. Well, Kids wants to go back on that IG. She said it's gonna mess up businesses.
Oh.
I mean, it's true.
The businesses that make money off of Instagram, yeah.
Yeah, but there must still be a way to track it, though, Kia.
But you know what?
so-
They would because Instagram has this little button that you can pay for promos so that your advertisements are seen more and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And a lot of people don't necessarily use those because they can pay the big influencers to post it on their page, and they feel like they'll get a lot more views that way too. So I guess this is a way for Instagram to redirect people back to that little
Right,
button.
back
you
to
know?
that little button.
So it's like if you don't, as a business, if you're not trying to necessarily lose any, people or followers or,
Right.
or revenue and stuff like that, they're making sure that you have to
Right.
use that.
Well, Facebook is going to be the new thing. You can still see your likes.
Well, you can still Twitter. You can
yeah.
still do Twitter too.
Yeah, but aren't all they're all like incorporated some kind of way or whatever.
They
So I
are.
mean,
They
it'll be
are.
just a matter of time before Facebook starts doing the same thing. Especially if they're using Instagram as like a trial run. They see that bullying starts to slow down a little bit, then you're gonna start seeing that across all platforms.
Right.
you
I mean,
know?
but everybody was making money somehow before Instagram. Businesses were still making money. You go out there, do the footwork. So.
Well, damn.
No, it's true though. With technological changes, a lot of methods and stuff change too. So
Yeah.
it's like you gotta kind of revert back to what you know. And if it's something that you knew and it worked then, it's always gonna work. So
Right.
it's just you gotta be able to bend in the curves.
Well, they won't lose the following. So at the end of the day, I just give Beyonce when Beyonce post she get Wally right when them all right. So that now gonna change. People still gonna click like. It just you're not gonna see it, but it still is there.
That's
And
so
the businesses
boring,
are
though.
still gonna be there. Like me not
Is
click.
it?
I don't
Really?
click like on somebody's page because it got 1 million clicks or 5 click. If me see you post something, I'm like that.
Right,
that
you're telling
watch
her
you post,
directly.
Yeah,
I like
I
it.
click
And
like. I eat that.
Right.
You understand? Tia post, click like. Shelly
Right.
post one out of the blue, and it's
Does
something.
she ever
when
post?
every
Once
in a
out of
while.
the blue.
Once out of the blue, she posts.
Alright.
Click like.
Since I've been here, I haven't seen a picture, but okay.
Yeah,
You know,
What? I have, Trinity.
I get it though, cause my following, I don't have 1 million. I got like maybe 11,480 or 90.
You're
something.
you
Oh, she
know.
know the
No, no,
She
no,
know the
but
exact
my point is-
buckler.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Move your buck.
Okay.
No, but my point.
That's how the donkey of the day for you.
But my
Bumbo.
point is, listen, my point is, it was higher than that when I was posting all the time. But people, if you're not posting every single second of every single day of your life, then they're gonna like a little less or go to your page a little less. And so a lot of people try to keep up with that in order to, I guess, in their mind, stay relevant. So I can understand why she don't want to post all the time because that gets tiring. There's
It
some
does.
parts of my day I don't want you to see, you know?
No, but I be like, dang, how
No,
did she
they
do
love
that?
it. They love it.
Like you got the words and I'm like, wow.
They love it, man. They love it. It's part of them
It
life.
takes a lot of work.
Part of them life. Part of them life. Part of them life.
I mean, it's true. I guess when you take that much time out, you want to be acknowledged with the
That posting
payback.
is basically them job.
right.
So at the end of the day, them know them. Some of these pictures are taken long.
Yeah.
3 days ago, and then just.
I mean,
alright,
I'm entertained
today.
by watching. I just can't do it, but I'm entertained by what I'm like. Oh, Tia posts.
Thank you. But this is gonna
Nobody
affect a
looked
lot
at
of other things too, including YouTube and stuff too, because there's so many. We can go to YouTube right now, and I'm sure we'll find thousands of videos on how I made money off of Instagram, how
Right.
I did this off of Instagram, how to
Right.
get more likes and clicks and follows and blah blah blah, and all of that's gonna be really irrelevant now.
Well, no, but you think about it. Instagram is a free platform, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much. YouTube, because you own the actual song that's playing, they're giving you the streams. And Instagram is not, that's basically a picture that can be seen by anything. But you had to physically do something to put this song on your Instagram, YouTube. So whether you make a video or something like that, this
No.
your creation.
Yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is the content that they're creating in order to get those streams is based off of a platform that is changing its policies, and the video is going to be null and void now. So everybody that's making money off of showing other people how to make money from using Instagram, using other platforms to show people to make mony off of that.
It's null and void.
It's right. It's not
Oh,
gonna
you mean,
work.
well, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Those things can just take down. I'm going to take them down from tomorrow. Take them down. Repost Pillow Talk chat.
Right, direct them over here.
Yeah, direct them over here, sir. See it.
We also have Wanda's Party. Wanda's Party is on November 16th, and that is at Unity Paradise, 4910. Edgewater Drive, right?
Yeah.
4910 Edgewater Drive. It's November 16th. We got some tickets to give away for that event. How much is it to get into that event?
Yeah, Rascal, you just asked me how
I
much
don't
we're
know.
going.
Anybody know?
It says $10
$30?
pre-sold ticket.
Oh,
See it?
$10.
So
$10
maybe I had to do
probably
a
20,
15 or
probably
20,
20,
right?
yeah.
Maybe 15 or 20.
Yeah.
I
to
never
get
know
in.
until I get there.
Right.
And if you're down in the D-Land side, Drizzy Fade.
Well, you don't get the name of the people in party, you know.
I
And they
said Wanda.
No, it
What's
says
the name of
to
her party?
focus on me for worry over
Yes, too
Yes.
focused. And
Wanda
Wanda
may have
got,
fixed
she
it.
looks good now. She definitely was too focused to be worried about anybody else. She looks really good. Shout out to Wanda.
you. Yeah, so look more, we have some questions for ask, because we'll give you some tickets for Wanda for our party this forwarding. You understand? So we have some tickets to give away, and we have some questions, so tune into that. Shelly?
Do we have tickets for Blue Rave too?
I don't know. Ask Tia. Tia's on Blu-ray.
I am on Blu-ray. I'm working on getting some discounted tickets, but I don't got nothing for free. Look at how big my squad is. And we all rolling out.
You hear how he's a hater?
What
You can't be a hater all
When
your
you
life.
comment, what dear? And you didn't need me for link somebody because your people them couldn't get you.
Them get you.
Who get you first?
Yes.
Come
Put
on,
him
call
out
it
there.
back
Put
within
him
5
out there.
minutes.
Put him
Call it
out
back within
there.
5
5 minutes. No, no links.
Me not gonna say the links, but me can show you better links.
Put him out there.
First of all, Ting, you see how deep my crew is. So
hold on. Since you talk, just say we are gonna give away 2 tickets on Tia tonight for Blue Wave. Go and say it now.
I don't know. We can't do that.
Well, so how deep is your crew? Who's in this crew?
Top baller, me a top baller. We got Drizzy Faye, we got Nash Jenna, we got Real Fire Biggs, a whole Bellevue ENT, you know. So
and how did this crew come about to you?
Well, aside the fact that I'm related to them.
Oh, they're not related. I mean, because you can't be related to all. So which one are you?
Well, no, I'm not related to Drizzy. Drizzy is related to my cousin on the other side. Byron Bellevue DJ. That's my blood cousin. Related to Biggs, like, you know, not everybody, they all grew up together and everything like that or whatever. So me on the back end coming and meeting everybody and linking with everybody and stuff. I still look at even some of the crew that's not family related. I still look at them as such because that's how we move, you know. But there's a lot of blood ties there.
Bridget, just talk and say you're going to put 2 tickets on the line.
That
go on here.
First of all, Ting, who do you think that you are? Listen, I just said that's nothing.
Are you going to buy 2 tickets for Pillow Talk for giveaway tonight?
I just said yes.
Okay, all right, no problem. People.
Listen, don't put me on the spot, baby. You know, so I want it long enough.
Oh, God. Hey, if I get them 2 tickets there, make sure.
Tia still says yes, she could do that, but she haven't said it yet, like Ting said.
No. I said I could do that.
Okay.
I couldn't, but
Final
I'm not.
question for asking people then. Tia's ticket, not Blue Wave's ticket. Tia's Blue Wave ticket. Let's put it like that.
If they could go, 2 people, if they could go on my IG right now and tell me at least 2 of my songs that's listed on anywhere on my page.
That's a good one.
All right.
And call in.
321-374-9891.
Tia's is gonna.
Okay.
No,
so
407.
What does those
374-9891.
What does those tickets give them?
Does
Express
it count?
to see
What?
you perform
I gotta
artists.
call
Where you go?
Well, I don't know how to set up. See, this only thing the best I can do for them is general admission. But at least you got a free ticket to go in
All
because
right,
I don't
general
know.
admission.
I don't know the setup. I know it's at Majestic. I don't know if it's inside, outside, because this is the first of keeping it there. So I don't really know.
They kept it last one.
It was at Majestic?
Yeah, the last one.
You sure? Also, I've been there before. I didn't know.
She was drunk.
I always go to Blu-ray. This is my first time performing there, but I always go to Blu-ray. But I never know like the names of these places. I don't know. Most of the time on the weekends, I just get up and if I ain't gonna do, I just roll down Edgewater.
Where the breeze blow you?
No, I get up and I go down Edgewood on the weekends. If it's not on one side of the road, the party's on the other side. If it's not spot, it's unity for the most part, you know?
Right.
So
407-374-9891. We got Blu-ray tickets to give away. We got Tia's Blu-ray tickets.
Tia's Blu-ray ticket given away. All you have to do,
2 songs.
all you have to do is go up on our IG. What's your IG?
Whoever wins.
I'm at Sewtia, Sewtia.
All right.
He
Go ahead.
brought it up. Whoever wins, because I brought it up, you're taking me. Just know that.
So,
Because there was no tickets until I said it. Seriously.
Yes.
Seriously.
Whether woman or man.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
going
You're
with
taking.
you. Yes.
Trinity.
Exactly. Because there was no tickets. You're welcome.
Right. So I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do it again. I don't have them physically in my hand right now, but they can DM me or link you Ting or whatever, and make sure I get them. I got rehearsal stuff. If you come in, make sure you come early. Come in forward. Sorry.
Yes.
What Ting said.
Forward.
We opening up for TJ. Wally gonna be there. Drizzy Faye's performing. Nash Jenna, Fire Biggs, me myself. You got some dancers and stuff like that. It's gonna be a good show.
Ricky Sample, I got it there.
Yes,
Yeah,
Ricky Sample.
Sample,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Me tell him, say, yo, Mr. Ricky, I need some dancers. So he's like, well, yo, the whole lot of female them up on my platform right now. I was like, you know what, forget it. But so I'm gonna go out there and do like a one thing. Hopefully the Henny don't bust me too much and I can wind my
TK
waist
gonna
a
walk
little.
out
What's up, Tafari?
and trip.
You must have mad. Don't put
Alright,
that on me.
no.
Where the wood there? Remember knock on something. You
Them
can't
always
jinx
say,
me.
break a leg, don't?
No, sir.
Them not say that before
In
performers
a
go.
this your old age, me not try to broke nothing. You have to take your time with me.
Stop it, calm down. Stop it, calm down.
Shout out to everybody on the check-in. We got Palma. We got Watch Our Films. Alberto, what's up? Yappy Don, he's just in there laughing. He says I don't post. I do post a little bit. A little something.
Right.
So you was talking about what what other party this weekend?
Yeah, so
Drizzy.
yeah. Saturday,
D-Land.
November 16th. It's
Same
wet
night,
name.
different area.
Wet name.
Lavish lifestyle.
All right. And where you have to put on?
All white.
Full
white.
warm to cream.
No cream.
Beige.
Nope. No beige.
So them are gonna know.
They'll know.
so if you go there with beige,
They'll
them just
know.
tell if they don't bother for.
You can't
Don't
come in.
go-
No,
alright.
it's a joke. It's a joke.
No, you know you always got
All
your
colors
few that go
welcome. All
against,
colors
yeah.
welcome. 223 Voris Avenue, D-Land 32720.
And them have the price on the flyer. So there's
$30 to get in.
No, 20 it say.
Oh God!
Hey, so like I make a little change for it. Drizzy, we are look a little sponsorship in us. Don't
She
know.
said Instagram ain't gonna have a life now. She have to find one next week for make $100.
Hey, right now admission is Shelly's 30.
Yeah. Yes.
But when it reaches at 20, still enough. But if you call Pillow Talk, we can get your ticket for $30. All right?
So tonight, I want to know, guys.
No, we're not finished yet.
We're not finished?
No.
What else we have?
No.
Oh,
Bridget.
yes.
Yeah, my
Yeah, in the right different thing. Yo.
Yes. Wait, no.
Gratitude is a must.
Yes.
Right.
That's Saturday, November the 30th. That's at the Spot event. You understand? Special guest singer J will be live in the building. Just guess, him say might touch the stage or whatever, but it's gonna be a guest in the building. So it's supposed to be live. So Gratitude is a must. That's Saturday, November the 30th at the Spot event. You understand? And what heap of things are going. So that's the Thanksgiving weekend forwarding up. And so it starts the 16th. You have the Clash. You have Gratitude is a must. You have some other party are going. Along the way. We'll get to everybody sing right now. So continue.
No, not continue. You told me not to continue.
Oh no, I was just saying you was cutting off that's something that we talk about. So
So can I talk my topics?
yeah, you ready now? Ready.
Okay, so I'm not sure why, like if you're married or you're dating, you have a long-term relationship, like why would you want to go on not a couple, like a single woman trip or a guy trip? Would you, Tia?
Would I?
Okay. Well,
Not really, because I really wind up on a trip with no bag of home on them, and then we have to spend out my whole lot of my money. At least when you go on a trip with your man or other couples or whatever, you ain't got to worry about much.
Right.
Or if you do, y'all are, both putting in the pot, like, And then when you're out, depending on how long the trip is, you out, you're going to be, when liquor bust misses, anyways. But I would like to have a companion or somebody else there that, I'm not really into the whole, I don't know, maybe I'm just different.
What's the question?
If you're in a long-term relationship or married or something, why would you want to go on like a singles trip?
Trudy,
I don't think that's a problem. Especially because you said it was like a long-term relationship. So in a relationship, you have to have separation too.
Yeah, that's true too.
So you got to have trust. So if you don't trust your partner to go on a singles trip or whatever with his boys, like what's the point in being with him?
But for me, it ain't even the trust, it's the distance. Because I can do a road trip with me and my girls. We can hop in the car and do a road trip for a few days, a day or two, a day or three or whatever. But I'm not trying to go out the country and just, I don't know. If I do, more I'm a man for that with me.
There's cruise.
Yeah.
Me not say a problem if my woman or wife or whatever is going on a cruise with her. I mean, I talk friends what she meet last week, I talk friends what she know for a good while.
Right.
And them say, boy, I want to go. There's a cruise happening to the Bahamas. 3 days. Blah, we are forward
Yeah,
back.
that's what I'm saying, about 3 days.
I don't see a problem with that. No, if you go
yeah,
a
that's
week
what
or
I'm
a
saying.
month, no,
Well,
then
that's
there's
a
a
different
problem. Yeah, that's
story.
like a
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But a guy's trip to have a separation, it shouldn't have a problem.
I don't even think it's a
If it's a
separation.
new relationship, then that's a problem.
Me don't even think.
Because the new relationship, you're gonna be thinking all these extra stuff. You know what I'm saying? But if it's a long-term relationship,
Well,
then
if
you
it's
have
a few days, you can go on your few days thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out and about them few days you going to. I ain't gonna be sitting at home sulking and missing you. But I'm not gonna be doing anything though, because I know myself. Right. But at the same time, when you keep yourself occupied or as busy as someone else, you don't have time for all the, negativity to start settling in your head. And
exactly.
Why would anybody think? All right, first, everybody supposed to we're all still individual people. Right. At the end of the day, we're still individual people. So, these are my friends. So, for instance, now, the children, I'm not saying we're not best, but the children say, boy, we are going to party together. Okay. Yeah? Mm-hmm. So, we are going to Miami. Them have a party at Miami, so we are drive to Miami now. Mm-hmm. And then, we're going to go on something to the Bahamas now. If me not see a problem with that, and I shouldn't feel like you're going to go to cheat. That shouldn't even be the first thing in my mind. Right. No, if I feel that way then in my heart and say, boy, I don't know why she go there for. She never go to a party before. Why she go there? No, me have a question, why am I even with this person in the first place? If I have a question that. So, if that's the first thing forward to your mind, it's already a problem. Yeah. You shouldn't even deal with that person.
The thing is, if you in a relationship and then you go on a trip with a bunch of single women, right? Okay, so now all these single women, they can find men. They're single, right? So now they found their dates, and they leave you. Now what happens to you?
So all your friends are single. Right. All of your friends.
No, I'm just saying, if you want
to, are with their people. Yeah, even if they're single. Yeah.
But even if not all of your friends will be single who go on a trip, even if all of them are single, you have a man. So that shouldn't even.
Okay, but what happens
but what
to
she's
you?
Saying
You're
is
bored
when they're
now.
You're saying when they're going out on the prowl, and you, because you have a man,
you're
it's like, I'm going to stay back. I'm not going to really go out, go look nobody.
That's why I'm saying I wouldn't go. That's why I'm not going. If I have a man at home, I'm not going with a bunch of single women, because when y'all find y'all guy that y'all are being entertained by going out tonight having drinks, what do I do?
But even at home with that narrative, the intentions have to be different too, though, because if you're in a relationship, when you're home, when you're in a relationship or whatever, and your friends is all single and they're always going out, the intent is still going to be different, because they're on the prowl, they're trying to find somebody or something or whatever, and say you have something at home, you know what I mean? So it's still going to be
but a night and you going home as opposed to days stuck with these women that's entertained by men, and now day after day. Right. You're like entertaining yourself.
And then even if you're not intentionally trying to talk to somebody, it's almost like you got to take one for the team, because if you out, say y'all at breakfast or whatever, and it's a whole next table of single men, and they're trying to talk to every one of your friends who are single, and it's at the table, it's almost like a kind of
lucky ass table.
Yeah, but then they happen to have one other leftover homeboy for you. So it's like,
he's gonna keep trying.
No, not every one.
He's trying hard.
Booked.
We're hypothetically speaking.
God damn.
I wouldn't personally. I'm not sure why women would, but Trini, you're saying that it's fine. You would.
I mean, yeah. If I've been in a relationship
and they find somebody just gonna read a book and you're fine. But
no. I mean, but in reality, I don't think at that point in time all my friends will be single. You know what I'm saying? Like, I may have one homegirl who married, because I do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll go on girls trip. Whatever I do. What they do, that's their business. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
And you don't feel guilty if you're single and you leave them alone?
But honestly, okay, I'm being honest. I don't go on trips looking for dick.
Yeah, but it's like you're getting into
I go on trips just
Stella
to
didn't
have
either,
fun.
and she still got her groove back.
I know, but I ain't been to Jamaica, so I ain't been to Jamaica.
Stop it!
You're alive.
Stop it! Calm down! Stop it! Calm down!
I left for talk.
So T.I. said he's checking his daughter's hymen.
I think that people gave that a little bit too much negative energy than it really required, because I mean, on one hand, they're saying that it's basically like, instead of him having the type of platform where she could be open with her dad, like, Daddy, I'm not having sex yet, or Dad, I'm thinking about having sex. And instead of her wanting to even come to him about the conversation, they're saying that she's basically going to, here, Dad, here's the paper. See, I told you I was still a virgin,
right.
And I can understand that, but at the same time, like growing up in a Caribbean household, it's like you don't even really get the. I'm 33 years old. I never had the birds and the bees talk yet. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I learned things by trial and error. I held out as long as I did because of my own, not because that and scare tactics. Because if you have sex, you get AIDS and you're dead. And, you know, so it's like But you know, I think that. As an adult looking back now, I think I would have liked for my parents to have been more involved. Because even in terms of getting my cycle, like, you know, I used to play sports. I was a tomboy, just like a dude and everything. I'm at school, you know, running track. And one day it's just like, whoosh. And I'm like, what the?
Right.
You know?
Nobody
told me what to do. I was cramping a few days before. I didn't know the whole process of how a girl goes through that, stuff like that. You know, not to say my daddy should have been there telling me that process. But, you know, if whether it was my father or my mother, just to even have those type of talks or have somebody that, you know, was into my development that much. So I think it depends on how you look at it, because for me, that's not a problem. Because when, you know, I had some health issues happen to me and I wanted my mother or my father, I'm calling both of them, giving them all the details and everything. I want them to come and be around, and you know what I mean? So it just really depends on how you look at that.
Trini, you have girls. What age do you think is appropriate to teach your girls about sex? 12.
Yeah, around 12, because that's when you.
Are they 12 yet?
12. Yeah.
So you've already had to talk.
Nah.
But see, that's what I'm saying. So
I'm
it depends
dreading
on
that moment. Now.
Right. But see, that's what I'm saying. It depends on how you look at it, because now, with the way the teens are nowadays, I mean, they're 12, they already having kids and stuff.
Right.
So it's like you have to have those talks a lot sooner. But, you know, growing up, it was a little different. So T.I. may be a little old school in terms of his methods, but I wouldn't say, oh, he shouldn't do that and this and that and the other and all kind of stuff, because, you know, I grew up scared into having sex too. So
would you do
understand.
that? Would you scare them out of having sex? Like, as...
You know what? This day and age, that's why I got never giving up into them, because this day and age, I probably would try to scare them as long as I can and then lay it on them. You know, I still would have to talk with them, because I feel like that's very necessary, especially in terms of learning yourself and the opposite sex.
Right.
But I wouldn't want to have that talk so young. Like, my nephew is 12, and I do have talks with him about girls, and I'm so... No offense to anybody who chooses whatever ways or methods they choose, but I mean, I was so happy when he told me he had a girlfriend. This was like maybe 2 years ago. I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Okay, so what do you want to know? You know, so, but that's a little different. Boys are gonna ask questions a lot sooner than girls. A lot of times, even if you have an open relationship with your girls, they're still scared to come and tell you certain things. You know, but I think if I were a parent, I would try to hold it as long as I could, but I would definitely have that talk with them. Ting.
Oh yeah.
Would you go with your daughter to the OBGYN?
The only thing where I say about what he did, and the only issue I might have, because I applaud his wanting to just ask, and because she can stop it by saying yes, I've done it, right? I mean, but I think it all started when she was 16. If I was not mistaken, he brought her when she was 16. So the only thing I say, I may never know, so I have to ask. I say, yo, is that something that hurts a woman when that is done? Is it painful? So if the answer was, boy, it feel away or it's uncomfortable or something like that, maybe can they find a better way to do that? Can technology by now find a better way to determine this itself? Because if it's uncomfortable, I know women go through this once a year, right? So when I have to go through the testing of your body once a year. That's true? Trini, you listening?
I'm listening.
I'm asking you a question.
It
Yes, we do.
So because you have to go through this once, it's uncomfortable. Is that true?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
So,
have to go a little more frequently, but
so
it's
if
not
that-
necessarily, it is not painful, but it is uncomfortable.
Okay, so because she's young, you're going to put her in this uncomfortable position basically for your benefit, right? So, me at this, she turned 18 now, so at this point, boy, it might have to stop because she can stop it, right? Because, if she's saying I'm a grown adult right now, me not have to go through this again. So, me not take away from what he tried to do, because I think it's very honorable for a man to step up and say, boy, I want to know the truth. And at the end of the day, maybe I don't trust you 100%, but that's what fathers are to our parents. I don't even say father alone. parents are supposed to keep an eye on their children because they might not sure what's going on in life. You understand? So, me not a problem with that. But if it's uncomfortable or if it hurt the first time, then maybe him not to do it. Just leave it.
But you know, Ting, when it comes to having sex and stuff, the second you open yourself and your body up to that, you're susceptible to any kind of diseases or anything like that too. So it's not really a matter of like subjecting her to that at such an early age, because if she's even kissing somebody, then you can get mono, you can get, you know, herpes simplex, whatever it is, and you know, so I think it again it's all how you look at it. No answer is right or wrong, because everybody's entitled to raising their kids however they want to. But I personally don't necessarily see that big of an issue with it. Because I've had sex talks with my father before I ever could have done with my mother. Just because, you know, not because of father, I got pity them, but just because I felt a little bit more comfortable having a talk with my father, who was a little less judgmental than my mother. So, what you got?
Well, we're gonna pay some bills, and we'll be right back.
Yeah. Pay them bill like fussy. I know me not try to get something else. But yeah, I don't know, Pillow Talk. Make sure you tell a friend. Log in. Bag talking tonight. Isn't it?
Pillow Talk Radio.
Yo, you're messing them, man. Governor representing of the Pillow Talk. You get the man?
You should know this by now. Pillow Talk plays the number one sound.
Yo, Pillow Talk TV, them are the BADDEST. No other program can't test, got them LAME. Yup.
Alive. I miss a Pillow Talk show. Yo, that show, you're so nice. Yo, like she was representing me, so make sure you keep it locked in. The Pillow Talk show.
Yo, this is Tanya Tunes. Monday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
We don't know, sir, every Monday.
From 9 to 11. It's a Pillow Talk.
You don't know Rhythm Roots Radio, Monday nights from 9 to 11.
Don't touch the dial, don't move, don't do a flipping thing.
Log on. Yeah. Wanna move. Pillow Talk. Yeah.
What kind of talk? Pillow talk, Ufa talk, your talk, my talk, fear talk.
Pillow Talk, ladies, you drive me crazy. On and gone. Oh, yeah.
It's all about Pillow Talk, baby.
Pillow Talk, you know that. Pillow Talk Radio. Ace.
This idea real. Yeah man, this idea real.
Famous Entertainment proudly presents to you Blu-ray, Good Day Ray,
Yeah man, this idea real.
featuring TG, Up Top Boss, performing live.
Bubble your body for the up top boss.
With music by Super Budget, Bellevue, Ironheart Sound, Static Sound, Richard Poole, and Soulja Vibes. Blue Rib, it's a food-inclusive Deer Rib. Sunday, November 17th at 801 North John Young Parkway, Orlando, from 3 p.m. until 10 p.m.
Them say fi turn it up, me turn it to one notch again.
Yo, hear me say, November the 17th, you don't know, Orlando, Up Top Boss, live for the first time. Make sure to turn out clean.
Admission $30 advance, $50 at the gate. Link on WhatsApp, 508-617-0060. Blu-ray, The Day Rave.
Yes. And we're turning right. Yo, we're there again, the people. Bag talking, a bag chatting. You don't know Pillow Talk. We're there live. You understand? Shelly Simone. We have Trini Love.
Yep.
You understand? Carla calling in.
Yep.
Carla, you live.
Hey, big up to everybody.
Yeah, respect, brother. Who this?
Desire.
We need the word.
I have a full name for that one.
You're calling for which question? The last one about what T.I. was doing?
I'm going to do both. The first one is like when you talk about going out to another country or another place to go, like the Bahamas or whatever. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Say you go as a man, you go to the Bahamas. You go in there. You might not be looking for pussy, but pussy's looking for you. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you get tempted. It can break a relationship, or it can make a relationship when you say no.
I agree.
If you're married or you're in a relationship, of course you want to take your better half. It's like going to the beach with no sand. Okay. You understand? So if a woman doing that means she want to be like Stella, get her groove back. Or she
That's not true. Not okay. I'm sorry.
Well,
no.
because you hear
That's not true. Because he
first.
calling because
No,
that
that's
is
all.
not
No
true.
point. No, let's just hear what Mama say. Let's just
Okay,
hear
go
Mama
ahead.
continue.
Finish up.
It's whom I must tell him to she go on trip this week.
Sometimes when a woman go ahead without her other half, deep down inside her, she still want to do what she want to do. But at the same time, she still remember her husband or her boyfriend. Just to say no. But sometimes she's tempted too. Alcohol can play a part. A party can play a part. Maybe that's an eye candy that she want to talk to. But man, the same thing. The weakness. You believe half of what you see and half of what you hear. So when you going on a trip, I'm not gonna tell you everything when I get back. That's fact.
So as you know talking, you're saying that if you're
So best believe when I go to trip, I'm gonna have fun. I'm sorry.
so remember this ask.
Wow.
Is that
So when you go,
where's your stance on this? Do you feel like so you're saying that the woman should not go anywhere out of the country if she's married without her husband?
Exactly, because when you get to the point when you're married, you're supposed to take the other half, point blank.
All right.
No question that.
Okay.
And it should be vice versa.
All right.
Right.
Because simple fact is that's the life you chose. So if you're single, you can do what you want to do. Just because a man tell you go ahead and go, he doing him. Not an attempt.
All right. All right. So we hear your point on it, and we not say say wrong.
No,
That a theme.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I have a question though. So they say when you're in a couple, people tend to like try to be friends with couples, and you know. So if your friends are all married, and you guys decide that y'all want to go on a ladies trip, you telling me because you're married, you cannot take your other half because you're trying to cheat in your head, mental, like you're not like that. Don't make any sense to me. Like it
well,
doesn't-
I
like,
believe
not because you go on a trip, a single trip with not without your other half. That don't mean you're going to cheat. I go on trips and I'm single and I don't go fuck. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see where you guys are getting this whole logic. I mean, I understand where he's coming from, but in reality, 2019.
I think that he's maybe speaking off of his own actions and what he would do, not necessarily, you know, and because you're operating off of your actions, you're not trusting your partner, or you can't trust your partner. Because if I'm not mistaken, he also said that if he go on a trip, he's gonna have fun no matter what.
See?
You know what I mean? So when you operate like that, you're not gonna be able to trust anybody else, because you're automatically gonna assume that they're gonna be doing what you would be doing if you was in the situation.
So would you go on a trip without your other half?
Oh, he's still on.
Yeah, man.
Hold on, though. That makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna go on a trip and don't have fun. That don't make no sense.
No, you can have
What do you
fun
mean without sex? What are you talking about?
The question
Like, I don't get that. I go on vacation all the time and don't have sex. I'm confused.
What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, but that's just a saying. That
That's
don't
what
mean
Mikey
you're going
said.
and,
What happens out the country stays out the country.
Yeah, but that don't mean you're going and have sex though. You see what I'm saying? Because if you're going with that type of mentality, then you can't. You will never trust your other half.
It don't mean that. That means like when you get a relationship, if she good with that and you good with that, it still means like, yo, okay, she don't care. I don't care. Go ahead about your business. But when we come back, we say,
do you see
the man said when so
the
that's
way he's
well,
saying
let's ask this question.
Single-minded thinking.
So let me ask the
Because
question, bro.
there's no way you can be in a
When you
relationship.
the relationships you meet, the women that you meet are agreeing with this idea, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question
as
for
long
you,
as
sir.
them agree with that.
I have a question for you, sir.
Are they submissive?
Hold on, make him talk.
I can give you facts. And this is other people. When they go to certain countries and certain places, shit happens. So then you hear stories. So then what I'm trying to tell you is, don't believe the hype that you're going to play and just out of that group, nobody going to fall to a victim to another dude or another man. I mean, another female.
We're not saying that nothing. We're not saying that nothing can happen.
Going with that
everything is impossible.
mentality,
Right. And I have a question. I just want to know what age range of women you're used to dating, because I think that, you know, as women, we are forgiving. You may go on a trip and something may happen and we may choose to forgive you, but to say you know, oh, I'm going to turn a blind eye. You go on a trip and do whatever you want to. And then when you come back, it's back to us. Like, that is absurd, for one. And for two, you would have to be okay with us not even having sex for 6 months after you get back, because it takes 3 or however many months for an STD or anything, something like that, to show up. So now that, since you're basically telling me before you go that you're just going to be going and wilding out and coming back to being with me, now I want to make sure that you get tested, and then after that time elapsed, we test you again to make sure that you're good.
Well, I don't think he's saying that that's what he does. He thinks that people, that's what they're doing. If you allow your woman to go.
But he also said that he find women.
Yeah, he said that. He said if he's going, that's what, because he doesn't care. So he's not going to be with a woman that that doesn't care, because he don't care either.
Hold on, Ira. Hold on.
Why don't you go ahead.
No.
Why don't you just take your husband or your wife or your boyfriend, your friend? Point blank.
There's no reason you cannot bring nobody with you. There's no reason why. But we're saying that if the situation came up where, let's for it, so you must have some male brethren where it's just where you grew up with, and them, let's say they want to go Atlanta, or let's say they want to go Atlanta for the weekend,
or catch a football game out of state or something.
Yeah, so you're telling me that?
No, that's fine. We talk about in-state, that's fine.
No, out of state, out of state.
So crutches don't run out of, crutches only run over the seas.
Yeah, that. No. I say that anything can happen there too, but that's fine. When you go out the country, and say you go to Dominican Republic or all these other places, nothing is going to be revealed coming back. Period. On both sides, woman or man.
Until you get a positive test result.
Yeah, but that's just the way.
No.
All right. So what's the next question? Let's go with the next question now.
Hurry up! Quick on fast.
The next topic. Let's go with the next topic now.
I'm gonna end that one, but I'm gonna tell you this: I'm taking my baby with me because I like to take the sand to the beach.
Big up yourself. Yes, Mayo. Carry with you. Yes. And if you can't bring Pillow Talk, we'll watch the 2 hours just in case.
Okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, we can watch the 2 of them.
Whoa.
Yes.
I mean, with T.I. taking his daughter for the hymen.
Right.
If she go into the GNY, right, and she refused, even though he said check it, she can refuse. They won't check it because the doctor. I did that before with somebody else's child that she got raped, so we wanted to check, and she refused it. The doctor said they can't do it if she refuses it. So what I'm saying, even if she refuses, he still can't get it checked. So it's not worth even trying to say I want it checked. If she says to the doctor, I don't want it done, they can't do it. They can't force themselves to.
I think the question was more not on is it right for him to do that or whatever. It was, do we agree for him to be doing that? Not on a right situation because him already do it. Undoubtedly he's done it. She must have agreed on it. And we're just saying, is that the proper etiquette for the guy as a father for carry a daughter? If you just to say, did you have sex or not? And what I was told is that that test is not even 100% guaranteed because anything can happen and it breaks that hymen, as them call it.
That's true. Or you could have sex and the guy think it's kind of, and it don't nothing, it don't even reach there, and then it's still intact.
That's all.
I'm just saying, hypothetically.
Well, let make him answer.
He was wrong.
You think him wrong?
Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well.
All right.
Big up yourself. Thanks for calling in Pillow Talk.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're trying to win any tickets tonight because we have tickets to give away now. So check for the questions, call back, and bring the sun to the beach. Nothing wrong with that. There's sun.
Right.
Bring sun to the beach. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Right.
All right, G. Thanks for calling in.
No problem. Thank you.
Stop it!
So that's the honest guy. The man say we'll carry him son to the beach. Nothing's wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. At all.
Yeah.
But
sometimes the trip long though, So you better carry the son. Trip long.
Okay. Right. So how was everybody's weekend? Because we didn't even talk about it.
My weekend.
She brought the sand to the beach. No.
Stop it!
Lifetime and 48 hours.
Really? Wow. Sounds like so much.
I'm going to start going out with Trini, though.
No, she ain't. She just
No, she's not.
Trini, where you be going?
Even though people think for whatever reason, me and Trini be like warring, like that's like my sister. Like I don't go out with her, but like we have like that sisterly.
That's my boo.
That's right. When we
You know
talk,
what I'm
when we make our little discussions, or you see us going back and forth, it's because it's like sisters.
Yeah.
Trust me, we not going back. Like I cry to Trini, I talk to Trini, like we're like this. Even though I don't see, I'm not out with her. We're
Yeah.
like this.
She don't go out with me.
Where you be
I don't
going?
go
You
out,
be at
period.
Sings?
No, I've never been to sing.
Really? I went before. I had a good time.
Sings
probably
still
the
has
only-
parties?
The only Jamaican in there. I went a few months ago. I don't.
Oh
no,
yeah, I
they
don't
have
think
it no more?
I don't think so.
Why? What happened?
I haven't seen any flyers, but maybe Ting knows.
But they don't
You
really
guys-
do. They don't really do flyers though.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything.
They don't really do flyers though.
Cupid used to have something out there. Sunshine did have something out
But
there.
yeah,
That's
but
why.
this was after Cupid
not sure
had
what-
stopped doing his
Probably them running
thing.
Jamaica.
I mean, it
them.
was a while
You-
ago. It was a few months ago, but
You
still.
forward out the sound, mash up the place, and
Man.
she tried boom flick.
What?
And then
Don't even say that, because that's not even nice. Because I was like the only Jamaican out there. But I did have fun though, contrary to all the ting 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 ting.
Do you go to Miami Carnival?
Nothing. I love it for about 3 to 4 songs.
Wow. See,
I love
this
you.
is
See, this has to be
why.
really heavy. Is it heavy?
No, I'm so used to it.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody always asks me. But anyway,
Trini, you look light.
It is, huh?
Your hair looks light.
It is.
That look heavy.
Yeah, because it's
Right.
longer.
Yeah.
No, man, that look like
Yeah,
one rope for hang people.
Whatever.
Oh Lord.
Yes. Me tie up my Monday with me here.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm lying. I'm totally lying.
So I didn't go out Friday or Saturday because I don't do cold weather. I'm sorry. Like I hibernate in the cold
It was
weather.
never did that cool.
It
But
was
alright.
cold to me.
If
No,
you
it
feel
was
so.
freezing. I
Yes.
was outside of shop a cooler party with. I mean,
See,
just
that's what I'm
grub
like.
off one thing from somebody and was covered up.
It's
but
okay. I'll pass on that. But on Sunday I went to Rooftop and that was actually really good and stuff. And
I never get this text, the email, you know.
Yeah, I went there once.
Oh, you
I had a
didn't
great
try?
time.
Okay.
Till it rained.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But it was so pretty when it rained because like the lighting from underneath everything was
just
colorful.
lights
It
up.
was so beautiful. But I just was like, I can't. Sugar melts in the rain.
Yeah, it happened like 2 weeks ago, but I got in the cabana, so I didn't get wet.
Yeah, but I had a great few weekends actually. This month has been really good for me. I did Jerk Fest weekend before last. Opened up a Cocoa Tea Octane. The whole crew was there. We performed, and Julian Believe was there, and his message is great. And then what day for yesterday? When was Shabbat thing was Saturday, right? Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. And I was booked for that, and I did that. I mean, it was wall to wall packed. I'll be putting everything on my story feed, but I'm sure it disappeared.
You
now,
was booked for what?
for Shaba to do like the interviews and
Oh,
stuff like
okay.
that or whatever. Yeah, and then this week coming up, opening up for TJ and World Dog, and then of course the crew is gonna be there again, and I think Wally just got added on to that. So it's a lot of stuff coming. I'm trying to do as much as I can. So if when I listen, that's put me in, coach.
That means that after this year, Sugar Park, for the next 5 years, I had Joe.
Well, she's gonna have to part because nobody's gonna see her likes. Nobody's gonna see her
Yeah, well,
stuff.
that's that too. All that Sugar start come off.
What? No, say Europe, me I try to go.
She gonna come
and
off of the
Japan
gram. She
and
gonna come
those
off of the gram.
things. And that's another thing too. A lot of artists be thinking too small. I'm thinking way bigger than that, baby. I'm trying to get out of Orlando. I'm not even worried about this here. But even though I feel like we all have to support each other and we all have to help be a step for someone else to climb, like as if I'm
Right.
pulling you up and you climbing on my back, as soon as you get above me, then we're helping each other so we can both get up there. You know what I mean?
So does that happen
Nah,
here in
sit-o.
Orlando?
Not really. But I think that there is room for growth. But knowledge ain't for everybody, and improvement ain't for everybody. You have to when the second you wake up from our typical way of thinking, the second you see that success is not only built by yourself. Once you get up and you see that, you'll start opening your eyes and realizing that there's so many other people that have been around you the whole time that are willing to help push you on your path, and y'all can push each other. And so I mean, it's a journey. We're not there yet. Not Orlando. We're not there yet, but we can get there.
Right.
Do you believe that?
There's always, you know, you
Right,
have to
because
be
you would
optimistic.
see it a little more than me, Ting, because
You
you
have to
deal
be
with all the
optimistic
artists.
on things. So I mean, it's everybody to push themselves first.
Yeah, of course,
And
of course,
then
of course.
I'm putting the good work too.
Of
Put in the good
course.
work too.
Of
Put in the
course.
good work.
We have 10 minutes left. We're going to play a game.
Well, before we even play the game.
Okay.
So, right now, if you see the shirt what I put on right now, it's sponsored, right? So a company reached out to me and said, Ting Moya, wear that shirt up on Pillow Talk. So if you look, more big up Junior. Third
what does
podcast.
it say?
So it's Junior's third podcast. So look at the shirt now.
Legit
Legit
cuts.
cuts.
He's a barber.
Yes, he's a barber. Yes.
Oh, so he's doing a podcast for what? Like showing people how to cut hair?
No, he does podcasts on different topics.
okay.
So big up the whole team. You understand? And yeah, he's
So
a
the
barber.
podcast is called Legit Cuts, or the barbershop is called Legit Cuts?
That's the barbershop.
Okay, so he's doing the podcast under the same name?
No, the podcast is named Junior, third podcast.
Oh, the podcast is named Junior Third Podcast?
Yes. Yeah, so the podcast, and they the other day they put on an event for disability, a basketball tournament for disability kids, and basically what they also did is that you had to rep a side. So if you had that kind of ailment, you rep that whole team rep that.
Mm-hmm. You were part of it?
I just knew of the event itself. It was down in.
So where
in
can you
Fort
find
Lauderdale
their
in
podcast?
Fort Pierce area? Online. You go on YouTube. They have a podcast on YouTube. You can
No, because
find
I've been finding a lot of more positive type things on YouTube and stuff like that, but I'm still trying to get into the whole technology thing. Like, I use technology. You would think I know everything about it, but I'm sitting here learning every single day as I go. So that's why I was asking, because, I like to have key tips and pointers so I know where to go and find different things, So,
do you have your Vivo account yet?
I do have my Vivo account.
All right.
I have my DistroCast set up, all that stuff.
All right.
I'm trying to teach myself how to use it. I'm getting there slowly but surely. No worry,
right.
but work like
All
I
right.
slug, but slow and steady with the race.
All right. So you said you had a topic to discuss before we even play the game. You said, Ting, I have something I want to
But I don't know if
talk about.
we got like
no, man.
2 minutes.
We don't need to do it fast.
Okay, wait, hold on. So I just have to say what happened to me on Sunday.
Okay,
I was trying
sorry.
to say it. Oh my gosh.
Okay, sorry. Go
Oh
ahead.
wow. Okay. So in my drunken moments, 2 females, actually one of them approached me. I was like, "Yo, let me eat you out." And I
Wow.
How
I
do
was
we
like,
know it's not
"Wait,
gonna be that?"
Hold on, And then her friend was like, "Nah, let us eat you out." And I was like, hold on, am I drunk? What's going on? So I was like, wait, I don't eat pussy, right? And I was like, nah, we gonna take care of you. I was like, oh, fuck. Yes, to be continued. Sorry.
So what was that?
So,
So did
Trini-
you let them?
Trinity,
To be continued.
To when?
I'm not saying nothing.
she does drop
Damn,
something.
lay down the
Yes, I
firebomb
just
and
wanted
then
to say it.
Oh Lord.
I already know the information. Trinity's my bestie, so she already told me.
with that being said, I think I know now too.
All right, so let's give them the number for calling. Let's give it one that's ticket them fast. Cause you have the question for Ax.
Yes. Who are the DJs?
Hold on. What are we doing right now?
Right now, we're giving away tickets to.
Thank you.
My earphones are coming.
Wanda's.
Wanda's too focused over me to be worried over you.
Right. You said the internet. I give the card.
Yes.
This
Call in.
Saturday, November. Right. It's the 16th, right? Yeah.
No. Yes, it's the 16th.
Yeah, 16th. This Saturday.
4910 Unity Paradise.
All right. So what's the question now?
Who are the DJs on her party?
Every year. Jesus
Every
Christ.
year.
Oh, Lord.
Boy, so
she always have the same DJs?
Right. So she's
No,
saying
I
what?
see a new one. That was.
No, she's saying what is the 2 DJs that's always on our party?
Oh,
Right.
There
That
you
was the
go.
question.
So that's the question.
What is
There
the
you
2 DJs that's always on our party?
All right.
Call in 407-374-9891. Get 2 tickets to Too Focused Over Me to be Worried Over You. Wanda's birthday, right?
Yeah,
birthday
yeah,
party
birthday bash. Yeah, yeah.
at Unity Paradise, right here in Orlando.
And then the next ticket given away was Tia's Blue Rave.
Tia's Blue Rave.
And the question was to name any 2 songs on our Instagram.
Off her Instagram.
Yeah, my Instagram is Sewtia at SEWTIA.
Right. So if me me know, me can't answer to, me just calling though.
Just call, man,
me
because
call.
we're going.
All right, so the question them time now. All right, so
going.
let's go with the game while we're waiting.
Yes, let's go with the game. Share the live, guys. Share. The game time has started.
So to participate here, you have to press the button. If you talk, you're automatically eliminated. So I don't want you to open your mouth unless you press the button.
Okay, hold on.
I'm gonna ask a question.
Okay, but let me clarify. So you talk, but you have to press the button in order to
answer the question.
Okay, all right, I got it. I got it.
So there is no. It's the most like this is like, you know, the highest answer. So there may be multiple answers, but the one where people are gonna give the highest is like Family Feud. So there could be multiple answers, but the most popular one. Okay. So question number 1, and this is just any question. Let me just come up with some question, right? So name a bad job for someone who's accidental prone. All right.
Warehouse.
Warehouse.
Oh,
All right.
that was a good one.
Oh, like driving CDL or something.
All right. So
type of
the
driving.
number 1 answer would be driving.
Yes.
All right. So intern, make sure you put up the score them when we reach the
I told about my baby father.
when we reach the 5.
You never get to hear that story.
I'm being serious. I'm being dead serious.
All right. So these are for the people who know how to wash, cook, and clean. So we're going to know between the chair owner who wash the clothes in the house. Name an article of clothing that you cannot wash in a washing machine.
Bra.
Hat.
You know have to answer, you know?
Silk or something. I don't know. I think you're supposed to dry clean that.
All right. Silk is... we never going to count that.
No, but then you gotta dry clean it. I don't know.
But silk is a type of clothes, right? Clothing.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right.
Right,
You're right.
so,
You're right. A type of
yeah.
fabric.
All right, so the best answer would have been shoes, but the second
Yeah, I
highest
thought about
answer
that too, I
is
swear.
bra. So, big up yourself. See it? You know it? And hats.
that's why I don't
Well,
even
hats
wear-
was number 3. Hat was number 3.
But that, you know what? That makes sense. That makes sense because I be washing my bras, but and they be getting ruined. So that's why somebody stopped me the other day and said, "Boy, you never wear a bra." You know, I don't anymore because it's like screw it. What the fuck am I spending $50 on stuff for the ones without the wire and then I just ruin it?
So all these
you're
years you never know.
braless.
You just never know.
I
say-
just be braless.
You braless now?
Of course.
She's braless now.
She have on this big everlasting sweater, so
I didn't want to come in here just swinging.
Nobody can see what's going
I
on.
didn't want to come in here just swinging. I try to choose
Oh
my fabrics.
Square.
Lord.
All right, so we
What's the number?
we know for a fact say Tia can wash.
I do wash. I separate the clothes.
Oh,
I do wash. I know what's supposed to be dry clean, what's not supposed to be dry clean, but I didn't know the bra rule.
All right, so here the next question now. Trini. Yeah, does. Name something that a man has better not take along on his honeymoon.
To come.
His side chick?
Oh, take a long. Oh. I thought you meant take long to do.
Hold on.
Stop it.
Hold on.
Stop it. Calm down.
Well, honey, well.
I know I said the side chick.
I thought you meant take long to do.
Right. Take
I
a
would
long.
say work.
Cancel
You
that.
said side chick.
The side chick is the right. Well, it's another woman.
Yeah, I
Whether
mean,
the
well, how
side
do you
chick-
get? I can't say nothing bigger than that because that was my first thought.
You and them two eat no fast enough. Trini look like she have the fire.
Well, because she said ping and she said come and I said that damn right.
Yeah, I was
so I had
like-
to think about it. Like, hold on, okay, right. I better not take along with that, Nita. Next question.
Oh God. Trini again. Trini is like on a roll here.
That's some
All right,
good
so
green.
name something that you would hate to find under your bed.
Oh shit.
Shit.
No.
Alright, that's next. Well, anybody else? Trini, go on now. We're calling on it.
What the hell would I be scared of? I don't know, like an animal or something. I don't know.
Spider.
Yeah, I was
like
gonna. Oh yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say bugs or food or something. You know.
Hold on. Your answer already now.
I say animal, yeah. Sorry.
There's plenty of animals in the world,
A
right?
snake or something.
So she said animal, left it open. We can't take another answer because she said.
All right, next question.
No. The
Anyway.
answer was the highest is monster. The next was snake, food, and spider. But
I said food.
But we're gonna go with Shelly.
But I said animal. See,
animal is a spider too.
So
spider
I
was
said
higher than
animal
food.
No, you said
in
shit.
the category.
Yeah.
I don't have to. You didn't say specific.
Well, you have to be
You didn't
specific.
have. No, you did not say to be specific.
Spider was
Hello?
higher than food because I said food.
No, you never said that.
Yes, I did say food.
She did say food.
Becky and here, everybody talk and say. We need to go.
I-
Hold on.
First of all,
Here.
it's my point because I said
We're gonna
animal.
go. We're gonna go with Shelly. on that.
No.
All right,
I said
anyways.
animal.
We can't get one
You
each.
said shit.
We
All
can't
right.
get one each.
No. You can't
Oh,
answer.
jeez.
Name something people like to do while listening to music.
Clean.
Dance.
Ben, oh yeah.
No, hold on. You see, Trinity, that's something I like when you're talking now. Because you could have said something and then you
I
change
said
the answer
clean,
now.
clean.
You have
But
to
she
stick-
said dance and
you
I said,
have-
oh yeah.
No, you
But
have
I
to
said
just stick with
clean,
it and be
clean,
happy.
Clean, man.
Is there anything else?
Make love.
That is right. That is right. True that, man.
All right, the highest answer is clean.
Okay.
Clean. Trinity, if you answer 2 times, you're automatically going to lose the point. From now on, automatically.
Thing, you sure? So you never showed the questions them before?
No, she just...
I'm a single mom.
I know.
Hello.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
no. Yeah,
It's
yeah, no.
possible. It's possible, Tia.
Right.
All right. Name a place you visit where you aren't allowed to touch anything.
Museum.
I mean, let's just stop. That's the answer.
Oh yeah. All right.
She's honest,
no
Listen,
points.
this
I don't
is
think
some
she smoked
good-ass
weed tonight.
green. This
I don't
is
think
some
she
good
smoked
ass
weed
green
tonight.
I'm on.
And but see,
Good
I
job.
did, and that's why I'm so delayed. I'm like, I hear the ping, and I'm
Good
like,
job on my green man.
So why not put it on close to the thing?
oh, sorry.
All right, see there?
All right,
She
let's
just
go.
ready. We're going to exclude Trinity now, okay? Trinity
What do you want to
no
ask?
win.
It's,
A 5
it's
question.
all right. She win either way. It's
It was,
all right.
no, it was the best out of 5. So she got,
Oh.
I mean, it was 5. Whoever get 5 first win. So let's just see who is the foolest. Out
So you have to call it.
All right, now joke.
I think Shelly's the only one who didn't smoke. Well, besides you, but right?
So
Did you?
here the
See?
question now between the
So I exclude myself. No, I'm kidding. Go
name
to
a
question.
recreation activity typically done in hot weather.
What I like track? I don't know.
Swimming.
Swimming
Thought
is the
swimming.
answer.
Damn it! I swear I thought that first. I didn't learn to follow my
Braless
mind.
lady didn't get 0.
I said track shit. I used to run tracks. I can't swim, so I don't know. I can't talk about that. I can't. And I love water. I can't
All right.
attest for that.
Names. This is the last one between
The backside.
the last one. No. Name something a customer might do to annoy a waitress.
Continuously call her name, or continuously call her.
Keep asking for a drink refill.
Send the food back.
Yes, that's definitely send the food back.
Don't touch me, Trinity. I look like you have the power today. Trinity have the
Good green,
power.
boy.
Boy, man, I tell you.
Yes.
But she wasn't supposed to answer.
Stop it.
Oh, stop it. Calm down.
Well, okay. Even if she didn't answer, what was your answer?
Drink refill.
I mean, that's. I guess that would almost be like setting the food.
It's not the same.
I mean,
No
it's not
point.
the same.
No point there.
All right,
Yeah,
there's no point.
because you didn't
What
give
was
me
your-
that animal. You didn't give me that
Okay,
animal.
what was your answer?
So I was continuously calling them, but you know, no matter.
All right.
Good job, Trini.
You want me to get
See?
Trini out on another question or what?
I don't have the bell no more.
All right, Trini out. Trini,
I'm
retire.
I'm out.
When she
I
runs
will go
out
smoke.
of money, what might a gambler put on the table?
God damn.
Jewelry.
Jewelry.
Jewelry. You know, say you put it out.
I didn't touch it.
All right, so no sister, I'm not too full now, man.
Yeah, she getting a point. All right, ready again now, because we're waiting for somebody to call in and get the ticket for one.
I
last
can't
party.
believe they're not calling in for these parties.
Hello.
Seriously.
What's
they scared
wrong
to talk? Maybe they scared to talk.
Maybe they want.
You got me
pay
on
for going.
Blu-ray. She got me on Blu-ray. See, y'all fucked up.
Wait, go outside and call in.
407, I mean the numbers on the screen. 407-374-9891. I don't understand.
Name
you
an
guys.
animal that you would want in your China shop. other than a bull? You wouldn't.
A bull in your China shop? What?
Name an animal you wouldn't want in your China shop other than a bull.
China shop? Lord God,
What? A China
Where
shop?
did you find it? What kind of China shop?
Just answer. Which animal? China, animal.
China
A
meaning
cat or a dog?
I said animal.
Maybe
animal.
a cat because they crawl on everything. I don't know
Okay.
what. I'm trying to figure out what a China shop is. Like where they sell the China that you keep in the glass behind the glass case and.
This have that the time right now. Answer the question.
Like a dog, a monkey or something.
You can't
Something
say
fine.
dog and jump to monkey.
But we're confused on the question.
Yeah.
Shelly?
Well, I didn't hear
Just
the
pick
question.
an animal.
I was too busy trying to see if
Pick
we
an
shouting out Wanda Party and Wanda didn't share our live. I'm wondering if
Just
that's,
answer the question.
I can't even answer. I can't.
All right, the answer was an
Yo,
elephant.
you like? See,
Serious, I can't even
elephant. You
function.
see,
That's
come on,
That's
Ting.
what I want to know.
Ting, nobody would have got that question.
Hey, get her off of this.
Repeat what you're saying.
Here's the
Repeat
last
what you're
question.
saying.
This is only for Shelly. I'm going to ask you
Go
this.
ahead.
Or you alone, Shelly, I answer this. Name something people buy to show they are successful.
Cars.
Okay. That's the number one question.
And that's sad. I would have said house.
You would say house?
I beg a house, yeah.
Okay. Carry something.
Anybody that buys something to show that they're successful don't got no sense. So you know it's gonna be a car.
Hey, Minister,
You have to
buy anything.
Minister, one
You
point
know
down
you're
there.
successful without purchases. If you know you're successful, so if you have to buy something to show you're successful, it's gonna be a car because you're not thinking straight anyway.
Okay, so let's no, because all of us live somewhere, and if you became a millionaire tomorrow morning, right, okay, you are gonna move up from the status that you're in to something else. Doesn't mean that you're gonna wastefully buy something that costs that money, but you'll buy
You
something.
literally said they're buying it to show they're successful. You didn't
Right.
say
For one-
someone successful, what would be their first purchase.
Right.
You said to show
right.
off, pretty much,
Right.
that you're successful.
And in addition to that, when you go into a lot of nicer neighborhoods and you see these huge houses with Toyotas, Nissans
Right.
in front of them. So when you are buying a car, which seems to be the most common answer, when you are buying a car first, you're not really thinking straight.
No, it never said when they buy it. It said that they're gonna buy something nice.
Right, to
So
show
if you-
that
so
they
hold
have
on.
money.
Car, if you buy a BMW, you can buy $50,000, $60,000 BMW. It's still a BMW. Mercedes costs that much there. You don't have to spend $1 million. But may I say, if somebody will own, the guy will own Microsoft, I mean, he can buy whatever he want to buy. So of course he want to buy the most expensive car.
He probably drive because how he thinks.
He's not gonna drive no
a
Toyota.
Fiat.
Right, yeah. They don't drive no damn
He's not gonna drive
Benz
that.
or no.
He about 10 of them.
Right.
You're the richest man in the world. You are going to drive a Toyota.
Man, the way they think,
It depends.
though. I ain't trying to say the
You know how
color
white people
thing,
die
but
and
the
people don't
way
even
they
know so they have
think.
money until they're dead?
No,
Yes.
everybody,
Some
what
people-
everybody
not
knows
everybody wants
is
to be
And
flashy.
they do generations to generations
Right,
to generation.
right,
That's
right, and that's one
that
thing
the
we don't do.
Yes,
Right.
that's the problem. Because we want to buy fancy cars and all this stuff. You're not thinking about
Yeah,
your
but we're
kids
not
and all
rich.
that stuff. But, see,
Right.
could
I'm
be,
saying,
though.
I'm saying we're
if you
not
didn't buy
rich.
Right.
But you're just buying
No,
that
but see,
to
Ting,
pretend.
I'm gonna have to bombard and call in on y'all next show because I wanted to talk about the state of dancehall, but we don't have enough time for that.
You
So-
could have chat about it fast. Wait.
Well, it's not a
Okay, well,
fast
go ahead, go ahead,
talk.
go ahead.
It's a conversation that needs to be
Okay, well, go ahead,
had.
go ahead. We're listening. We'll give it 10 minutes and then we'll, yeah.
So there was this guy, I don't know his name, but he had posted a video of basically saying that, you know, like how Jamaicans are, a lot of these dancehall artists, I guess he's the producer or something like that maybe, a lot of these dancehall artists is blaming like Afro beats and all these other genres for like watering down dancehall when in reality we're doing it to ourselves because so many other genres stemmed from dancehall music and reggae music and have like that Caribbean feel and that Caribbean beat. And they're crossing over and going a lot further than we are. You know, they're touring in Europe and Japan and all these other places that a lot of dancehall artists don't even get to go to. And in addition to that, the messages and the music have changed so much since like the 80s and the 90s. And they paved a pretty much an open way for us as artists. And it's like and your whole platform is only sex songs or fuck tunes or, you know what I mean? And it's like, I could book you for a party all throughout the U.S. in the clubs, and you're not going to hit the stage till maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because that's the type of avenue where I can kind of push your music. But I can't put you on a global platform or a huge setting, whereas you can be in like how Jerk Fest the other day was for all ages and stuff like that. So it kind of limits you, and it's like what messages are really being sent throughout the music and stuff like that or whatever. And so when I look at that, I even have to look at myself sometimes because I have some fuck tunes and stuff like that too. Sometimes you catch a vibe and I say, come on, whatever. But I try to balance and make sure that that's not all that I'm putting out there, because as an artist, regardless how big or how small your platform is, you're touching people through music anyways. People are going to be watching what you're doing all the time anyways. So I want to make sure that I'm touching this topic, that topic, or whatever, so you can see and know that I'm real, but know that I have a positive message, and that's what I'm pushing more than anything else. So, but I was talking to Coco T, who's my mentor, and we have these talks all the time and stuff like that or whatever, and I had talked to another artist about the same conversation like the day before, and the other artist was basically saying, that when you revert back to like 90s type music, it kind of sets us back a little bit. Like people don't really want to hear that. So you got to stay relevant and, do music that people want to hear and what they can vibe to. And again, that puts you in a box. So what Coco T was saying is basically that, we need to go back to pulling inspiration, not just redoing the era, pulling inspiration from that era, because the vibes was totally different, which is true, because when I'm getting dressed or I'm drinking or I'm tipsy or I'm out, of course I want to hear Alkaline, I want to hear TJ, I want to hear, all the top 10, top 20 music and stuff that's out, because that's what I'm going to shake my ass to. But no matter what time of day, morning, noon, or night, I can always play some 90s reggae, some 90s dancehall, and the vibes are just totally different. So I think that, now, like even at Shabakula Party, and I know I'm not tripping, I went out there, I had a blast. I had a great time. It was packed wall to wall. Everything was nice. Everybody was there. Everybody had their coolers, everything. Everybody was vibing out. Somehow, after the party, we driving off, all you hear is bup, 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 bup.
Saturday?
I'm like, girl. So I'm just like, a lot of times it's the things that are invoked through the music that people take, because not everybody could be like, well, this is just a song. Some people hear something and that's the vibe that they catch. It's stuck with them now. You know what I mean? And so I wanted everybody's take on where they thought the state of dancehall was and different things like that. But we're really kind of out of time. But that's more so what I wanted to talk about. Somebody was saying that Chronix, when he first came out, was doing better music than he's doing now. But when you take a listen to Chronic's music, the music that he's kind of putting out now is more so a little relative to like the 90s type music. So they feel like, he's not really paying attention to his career, trying to grow his career. He's doing music for himself and blah, 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 blah. But for me, I'm learning the deeper I get to music and the more that I grow, it's like I wouldn't say that, because that type of music has so much more longevity than what's going on now. And at the end of the day, you can't just necessarily play personally for yourself. You got to play for everybody and what you feel is going to move the masses and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily always a gun tune or a war tune, but if that's what you're sending out and that's what people is vibing with, it limits the options, for one, and it limits how far you can go in the music. So I just wanted y'all take on that, because everybody listens to me. You have your soca and calypso and stuff like that,
and we don't,
and everything is upbeat
violence,
and positive.
exactly.
When dance was nice, Ting, you played the last one. The vibes was nice. Yes. Everything is positive. Everybody just and dance hall and the reggae scene needs to figure out how we can kind of shift.
Well, I think hip hop does it too, though. Hip hop has a lot.
They definitely do. They definitely do.
Yeah, I think soca is probably the only one that they just have fun. Music is just fun.
Yeah.
And maybe salsa. House salsa. I don't know what they're saying, so I really don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I know how. I know that's when the Wire Waistline start come out.
Want to speak on the idea where you say a while ago about the difference in the years. Me go say I don't believe or heard something totally different than what's being done that's in the 90s that's done now. The difference in the music is the race to put out music. It is the how the songs are recorded now. And
yes.
And at the end of the day, the people them itself are probably, and I'm not saying they're not musically talented, but they are now made into something, right? So remember when we had an artist come over here and he said that he had to go to audition. That means he had to go to a studio, stand up in a line, and they just say, yo, when it's your time now, let's see what you can do. Before we even record a song of yours, you have to prove to us that you're an artist. So because artists don't have to go through all of that anymore. They have their brethren, them have a studio, got them in the studio yard, they have this person sit down with the artist and make them into somebody. Them have them following already. So them have the 1,000 viewers on Instagram, whatever like that. They put out a song and now tomorrow they're artists. Are they actually artists? Probably not. So before in the 90s, you had to be artists. You had to have the talent already. They wasn't putting out nobody's song that wasn't talented.
You had to do acapella.
If you never sing, if you wasn't a singer, we're not auto-tuning nothing. None of that was invented that time. So because of that, everybody now is so saturated with music, it's hard to tell who is artist from that. Yes, after years of doing it, you then will develop into somebody. You know, I mean, we can think of all the artists who start off in the very beginning. And then they picked what the message they want to say. So I'm not going to say because this man sing about gun is just a negative artist. Him choose to sing about that. Maybe the community, Bounty Killer sang about this, Baby Sham sang about that.
Yes, but now look at Sham, right? Sham is a global artist. Sham could go anywhere and perform his songs. Sham could be 60 years old and still sing.
Because they've acknowledged him by now that he's a talented. Okay, so think about it now. When music came out in the 90s, you had to go out and buy it. Or if it played on the radio, there was no other way to hear it. So if we had Pillow Talk back in the 90s, we're putting out music that nobody can get to. Right? No. Your kids, my kids, cousin, all the way have all access to every song will come out now. We're not giving anybody nothing new like that. They're not buying it. They just get the music now.
Or streaming.
So because of that level there right now, who is really talented? We don't know. We know who's talented from that. We have to believe. Okay. Ting played the song from Pillow Talk last night, so the artist is really artist. Yep. Who is to say? So me not think the idea of the songs, because Frisco Kid said big up Marty girl because she fucked the best and she was a side chick girl. He sang about that. They sang about that back in the days, and today they're still singing about the side chick girl.
They did, but it was still a little different. Like even in terms of rap and stuff like that. Like what was that song? Some big booty song where the video the guy was on the yacht and I like big butts and I cannot lie. Like all this, they've been singing about all this type of stuff, but now it's not like that. It's like I'm shoving my cocky in your
well,
in your
the
mouth
adjective now of the songs have probably changed, and the nouns and the verbs that being used are now more explicit, maybe, because they had to tone it down.
Right, but you don't think that how you conjugate a sentence can totally change the impact that it may have on someone else?
It can. I don't disagree on the words being used if that's the argument, but I say this topic is still the same. You're still a side chick. We still a fuck the side chick girl. We alright with fucking the side chick girl. The girls them was the side chick. Ladies all sang about side chick woman. I mean they sang about these things back in the 90s too. So Baby Sham talk about girl giving head on them something.
I mean you're right. It just I don't know.
We don't know say Baby Sham about for tell you.
Yeah.
Them song there at that.
But I don't know. The vibe was just different than it is now. Now
we might be just getting older, because I think that younger people they might be still having fun. It's just
the transition has been made now to this type of music, and what needs to happen is that them just need to say, yo, watch out. We all cannot be artists. You see, like our Instagram is saying, we all cannot be famous. Right. So we're taking away the fame from you now. And maybe the idea is that we all cannot be artists. Some of us need to just be fans of music. But now everybody wants to be artists. Trini said she wants to sing a song. Shelly wants to sing a song. Intern wants to be a, So at the end of the day, the opportunity is there as long as you have a
Yappy Don said dance hall back in the days did worse than it does now.
I definitely don't agree with that. But I mean, again, you're entitled to your own opinion and everything like that or whatever, but I don't agree with that. First of all, every major stage show in any country that you go to is always at least going to have an older artist, and they're always going to be headlining. Always. the longevity of them. You have artists that are 60, 70, 80 years old still touring and playing music. And when I think of a lot of the newer artists and the artists that are hot right now, like the Spices and the Shenseas, no pun to any of them, I swear. But at the same time, it's like, how old are you going to be performing them type of songs? How long can you be going on your head? How long can, you know what I mean? So it kind of takes the longevity out of the music.
Oh, so it's just like when they say Beyonce and Rihanna. I really wasn't paying attention, but I'm paying attention. So Beyonce and Rihanna, Beyonce could go to Vegas and sing all of her songs for a long time, and you would go and listen to her while she's old. But would you go and listen to Rihanna? I mean, although Rihanna have really good songs.
Some of her songs, but some of them she's going to end up having to take off of their platform the older she gets. Right. So if that's the only thing that you're putting out there, you're putting a timestamp on the amount of time or the length that you're going to be able to do music and where you can go. Because nobody's going to book you in Vegas to go do them type of something there. Right. And they're not going to book you in Japan to come and sing, before their people. Right. You're not going to be in Europe doing certain things unless you're like in an underground party, just like as if you were here going to an after-hours club performing at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks for the topic. And we've been seeing the last 5 or 6 weeks debating on the same the state of dancehall and the breakthrough of artists and anything. We have one question for you, Trini. You ever fuck a producer yet forget any fame?
Trini.
You mean? I mean Tia K. I'm sorry. Tia K. Because that was a question.
I picked up that he was talking to me. Tia. No, actually, no, I haven't. Because and that's why I be telling you. Ting be recording me, you guys. But that's another. I love working with Ting. I love working with Trainline in Miami. I like working, of course, with my team or whatever. But the difference with them is that you get, as you're doing the music, like, we'll stop and be like, no, sir, you have to do that again. This have to catch. You have to do that. So it's like, I'm still kind of developing myself as I'm going. So there's artist development going into that too, versus me just going to the studio and they're recording, be like, yeah, man, they're done here. Boop. You know what I mean? Right. So, I respect that, and I'm glad that I do have that. And that's why if you ever try to left me and stop the music with me, I stalk him, I'm beat him up. But no, that is one thing, right? That is one thing that I have always said. If I have to scrape pennies together, which thank God I'm not scraping the pennies, but if I have to scrape a pennies together, I'd rather to do the groundwork and pay my way and get everything, because I don't want anybody to ever feel like, said she this and she that, or remember said she used me and blah blah blah. Like that ain't my thing. Period. I got so much people around Orlando that owe me money. It's not even funny. Trust me. If I call out names, the list can't stop. But all right,
no. Well, not calling no name right now. Next time you forward, you can't call name.
Me not do that.
So, big up. You have something to say?
Yes. I will see you guys on Thursday at Club 369.
Where's that?
Downstairs, Club Lit.
Oh, down. I've never been there. Yeah. What do they do? Soca night?
On Thursday, yeah. It's soca and reggae on Thursday nights. So see you guys there. Yep. I don't know the address. 369 Orange Avenue. 369 Orange Avenue. Bam. There we go.
Thank you guys for having me tonight.
Thank you for coming.
I always love the vibe. So always, listen. You don't call me 2 minutes before me. I risk come over.
And this is true. We happy for that. Mm-hmm. Tia, we happy.
So big up. We're missing one of our friends tonight.
Yes.
Imagery, big up herself. Sharing forward. So in case you're looking for my friend over there, she's not there.
Yes.
Oh, she just logged in.
Aww. Hey, Imagery.
Big up yourself.
Whatever, Imagery.
Big up yourself, Imagery. You don't know it go.
Share
Getting shoots from over there. From Imagery.
Fat Boy Mikey making all types of faces.
Okay, and
comments.
next week we're going to talk about my topic. We're going to
we're going to find out whether Trini got her pom-pom.
Oh, Lord have mercy upon my soul.
So Trini, make sure you have all the ideas.
Since you started the story, now I gotta log in next week and try to sit down and watch it. I want to see what happened. What's the update? Like, come on, man. You can't leave a cliffhanger like that.
When the show done, she can't tell you.
She can't leave us on a cliffhanger like that.
When the show done, she will show you what happened in the car.
Oh, show
me. Wow. Yes,
guys, thank you for logging in. Please remember to go to YouTube and subscribe, comment, and click the bell so that you're notified when we go live. Mm-hmm. If you want any of us to promote for you, you want anything done, hit us up. You know where to find us. Tia K, she's still giving out tickets. Go to her her Instagram
At
and just
Sewtia.
at Sewtia.
SEWTIA.
SEWTIA, and if you just DM her, she's gonna give you tickets.
It's no ticket.
To
No, you
Blu-ray.
still gotta answer the same question. Just still have to answer the question.
Oh, yeah, I've answered the question.
The ticket. Okay, when we get
Good
up,
night,
I'm
guys.
answering the question.
Good night.
Pillow Talk Radio.
Yeah, messing man. Governor representing of the Pillow Talk. You get the man?
You should know this by now. Pillow Talk plays the #1 sound.
Yo, Pillow Talk TV, them are the BADDEST. No other program can't test, got them LAME. Yup.
Alive. I miss a Pillow Talk show. Yo, that show is so nice. Yo, when I G was representative, I say make sure you keep it locked in. The Pillow Talk show.
Yo, this is Tanya Team.
Monday 9 p.m. to 11 p.m.
We don't know, sir, every Monday.
From 9 to 11, it's the Pillow Talk.
You don't know Rhythm Roots Radio, Monday nights from 9 to 11.
Don't touch the dial, don't move, don't do a flipping thing.
Log on. Yeah. Wanna move. Pillow Talk. Yeah.
What kind of talk? Pillow Talk, Ufa Talk, your talk, my talk, your talk.
Pillow Talk, ladies, you drive me crazy. On and gone.
It's all about Pillow Talk, baby.
Pillow Talk, you know that.